好，各位同学晚安。吃完晚饭，赶快来赶一下《The Catcher in the Rye》的进度哦。今天也是一样念3页，朗读3页，然后之后再用空白空空的时间来做导读讲解哦，跟正音。好，我们回忆一下之前到了40页。She said she might go to Shipley to。好，我就从 I thought she went to Shipley 这样开始念3页，用正常版的速度。好，我们就直接开始。I thought she went to Shipley. How she happened to mention me? I was pretty excited. It really was. I don't know, for Christ's sake. Lift up, will you? You're on my towel, Sir later said. I was sitting on his stupid towel. Jack Gallagher, I said. I couldn't get over it. Jesus H. Christ. Old Later was putting Vitalis on his hair. My Vitalis. She's a dancer, I said. Ballet and all. She used to practice about 2 hours every day, right in the middle of the hottest weather and all. She was worried that it might make her legs lousy, or sick and all. I used to play checkers with her all the time. You used to play what with her all the time? Checkers. Checkers? For Christ's sake. Yeah. She wouldn't move any of her cans. What she'd do when she'd get a can, she wouldn't move it. She'd just leave it in the back row. She'd get them all lined up in the back row. Then she'd never use them. She just liked the way they looked when they were all in the back row. Sir later didn't say anything. That kind of stuff doesn't interest most people. Her mother belonged to the same club we did, I said. I used to caddy once in a while, just to make some dough. I caddied for her mother a couple of times. She went around in about 170 or 9 holes. Sir later wasn't hardly listening. He was combing his gorgeous locks. I ought to go down and at least say hello to her, I said. Why don't you? I will, in a minute. He started parting his hair all over again. It took him about an hour to comb his hair. Her mother and father were divorced. Her mother was married again to some booze hound, I said. Skinny guy with hairy legs. I remember him. He wore his shorts all the time. Jan said he was supposed to be a playwright or some goddamn thing. But all I ever saw him do was booze all the time and listen to every single goddamn mystery program on the radio. And run around the goddamn house naked, with Jan around and all. Yeah, Strelita said. That really interested him. About the booze hound running around the house naked, with Jan around. Strelita was a very sexy bastard. She had a lousy childhood, I'm not kidding. That didn't interest Strelita though. Only very sexy stuff interested him. Jan Gallagher? Jesus! I couldn't get it off my mind. I really couldn't. I ought to go down and say hello to her at least. Why the hell don't you? Instead of keep saying it. Strelita said. I walked over to the window, but you couldn't see out of it. It was so steamy from all the heat in the cave. I'm not in the mood right now, I said. I wasn't either. You have to be in the mood for some things, for those things. I thought she went to Shipley. I could have sworn she went to Shipley. I walked around the camp for a little while. I didn't have anything else to do. Did she enjoy it again? I said. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Did she tell you we used to play checkers all the time or anything? I don't know, for Christ's sake. It only just mattered, Strut later said. He was finished combing his goddamn gorgeous hair. He was putting away all his crummy toilet articles. Listen, give her my regards, will you? Okay, Strut later said, but I knew he probably wouldn't. You take a guy like Strut later, they never give your regards to people. He went back to the room, but I stuck around in camp for a while, thinking about old Jan. Then I went back to the room too. Slater was putting on his tie in front of the mirror. When I got there, he spent around half his goddamn life in front of the mirror. I sat down in my chair and sort of watched him for a while. Hey, I said, don't tell her I got kicked out, will you? Okay. That was one good thing about Slater. You didn't have to explain every goddamn little thing with them. The way you had to do was Ackley. Mostly, I guess, because he wasn't too interested. That's really why. Ackley, it was different. Ackley was a very nosy bastard. He put on my houndstooth jacket. 好，我们今天就43页3页念完，大概6分钟不到。那当然过程当中有卡住的地方，也有很顺的地方。那我们如果卡到的同学有听不懂，应该都可以了，应该都听得懂了。我们会在后续的空吧空孔的正音时段，我们再来做详细讲解。今天6分钟，那时间差不多。那我刚刚念到有很好玩的地方，这个讲解的时候我们再来讲解。好，那今天晚餐帮助消化就到这个地方，感谢大家。